Hello lovely bookworms, I'm Esmay from Paradise of Pages on Instagram, and today I am here with my July wrap-up. For the month of July, I've read a total of 7 books, and without further ado, let's get into them. The first book that I have read this month is by Anne Sewell, and that is Black Beauty. This talks about the story of Black Beauty, who's a horse, and anything that he experiences. I loved the film when I was a little child, still love it today, and realized that I also really wanted to read the book since it is considered a classic, and thought that it was the perfect time to do that now. I know it was not on my TBR, but you know, I still wanted to read it anyway. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars and I really enjoyed it. The second book that I've read this month was a standalone, and that is Beyond a Darkened Shore by Jessica Leake. This story was a little disappointing for me. I really did enjoy this book, don't get me wrong, but some things in the book seemed a little bit cliche. The love interest started out as a mysterious kind of brute, but turned into a lovesick puppy, sort of, for me. All in all, I did really enjoy this book, and I think I'll be posting a review on this one, so stay tuned for that one if you want to see that. And I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. The third book that I've read this month was also the biggest book, and that is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I no longer have the book here because it was Femke's book and I borrowed it. Since she was here, I gave it back to her so she could take it home. I absolutely loved that book. It was so amazing. The characters were great. I loved the plot line. I loved the entire feel of the book. It made me sob, it made me cry, it made me want to tear my heart out, it made me laugh, and it was absolutely amazing, hence why I gave the book 5 out of 5 stars. So I can say to Femke that it was truly an amazing recommendation, and I loved it. The next book that I read was another book that I truly loved, and that was Scythe by Neil Shusterman. This basically is about 2 people, a girl and a boy, who get invited to be scythes, or well, trained to be a scythe. In this world that they live in, death has been conquered and everybody can be revived and nobody dies. So the scythes are instated to actually reduce population and make sure that everything stays in balance, and it's about their stories. And I absolutely love this book. I'm so excited to actually go into Thunderhead, which I'll probably be reading for the Booktubeathon, and I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars as well. It was amazing. The next book that I read was another one that was very high on my TBR list, very high on my anticipated reads for this year, and that is Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. I read this book in 2 days, and it hurt me to the core of my being. It was so good. I don't have words. It was just so amazing. I love the characters. I loved seeing them again. I loved seeing their struggle, but I also hated seeing them in pain. I absolutely love Elias, Helena, and Laia. All 3 of them are my babies. And I'm so scared to see how everything will be wrapped up. I think in the 4th book, which I think will be the final book. So Reaper at the Gates was another 5-star read for me. It was truly amazing. I also read an ARC this month, and that was The Warrior Queen by Emily R. King. I was given a ARC by NetGalley for a honest review, and that will be coming up as well, I hope, I think, if I have time. It's not too warm to film, all that good stuff. I really enjoyed this ending. I do have to say that I didn't think the series needed another book, but I was very wrong. This was the perfect conclusion to a book. It was so nicely done. It was action-packed. It was fast. It was beautiful. And I loved the way that things were wrapped up. And I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. The last book that I want to show you guys this month will also be having a review. I've already filmed that one. That is coming up soon, I think. And that is Fiore Born by Clara Legrand. If you want to know more about this book, you'll have to check out the review that's coming. The only thing that I want to say is that it is amazing, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I do have to say that all these books were really good, and I really enjoyed reading this month. Most of the books that I've read were 5 stars and are now on my favorites list, and I don't think I've ever had such a good reading month when it came to enjoying books. There's always a few books that you think, okay, they're good, they're 3-4 stars. But most of my books were actually 5 stars, and that is insane. Like, the lowest I gave a book this month was 3.5. And I just basically really enjoyed reading all of them. These were the books actually that I read, all of them. And that is also all for today's video. Comment down below if you've read any of these books or if you have recommendations, because you know I love these ones, I would love other ones. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to press that little bell icon so you get post notifications every single time that I or Femke posts. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!